breaking of the fast and feast of fast breaking. Idil marks the end of the month-long Ramadan fast. One of the imams of the Muri International Praying Ground at the Omole Ikeja, where Muslims were advised to increase devotion, generosity and sacrifice during the coming month. Our news desk has this report.
The prayer ground of Muri International at Omole Ikeja, Lagos, also played host to Muslim faithfuls who came to observe the 2 compulsory rakats that signify the completion of the fasting and prayers in the holy month of Ramadan.
Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar.
In the sermon, one of the Imam, Ustaz Sarafuddin Bashir, advised Muslims to increase their devotion, generosity and sacrifice as portrayed during the month of Ramadan. The cleric encouraged Muslims to invite others to always gather together for the Quranic studies and other lessons that will help them increase in their wisdom. He said the significance and benefits of fasting to a believer could not be overemphasized due to the number of mercies and blessings of Allah towards Muslims throughout the month. The Imam said that fasting was a protection and a shield against the fire of hell, adding that fasting had health, moral, spiritual, social and economic benefits.
Taqwa Allah, fear of Allah. I said earlier that for us to be celebrating Eid, we must try as much as possible to celebrate this Eid with the fear of Almighty Allah. What we are going to eat is to try to eat from what? From the halal. When you want to drink, we try to drink from the halal and so on. Because when we are in Ramadan, Allah make it forbidden for us that day. Whatever you want to eat, you must eat in the night, and we must eat what is halal. Meanwhile, it is not permitted us to eat in the days of Ramadan. But as far as we are afraid now that we have been celebrating, we are celebrating the Ramadan Eid, that is to break and fast. We're free to eat, we're free to do whatever we want to do. But whatever, you must try to fear Almighty Allah.
Allahu Akbar.
Allahu Akbar.
Also, at Morika Salam Ojokoro, the chief missioner Ramadan Moshood admonished Muslims to maintain the good deeds and acts of friendship extended to their neighbors during the month of Ramadan in order to have a better society to live in. Sheikh Ramadan noted that Nigerians, irrespective of their religious background, should continue to pray for the government at all levels to have good direction in the governance of the country. The Chief Imam of Secretariat Community, Central Mosque Alausa Ikeja, Abdul Ghaffar Abdul Hakim Oluwatoyin, during the observation of the 2 rakats to signify the completion of fasting and prayer in the month of Ramadan, called on the Muslims not to deviate from the lessons acquired during the holy month. Imam Oluwatoyin explained that during the period of fasting and prayer, the level of societal ills went down and more Muslims extended love to their neighbors. This, he said, should be sustained.
That is why the Allah say, don't forget your part in this world. Do good as Almighty Allah did to you. Our brother in Islam, try to do good for Nigeria. Don't lie against Nigeria. Don't lie against the government. Do good for the progress of Nigeria. And you always firm to pray for the progress of Nigeria. We pray to Almighty Allah to protect us and guide us. And may Almighty Allah be with our president and the governor of Nigeria, of Lagos State, and all the people live in Lagos State.
If you are hungry, you know how it is. So if you see somebody that comes to you, that begs, that seeks for alms, please do it for him. It is taqwa, pious. You must be submissive to Allah, submissive to the rules of law of Allah. Do what God has ordained you to do. You pray your salat effectively, very well, prompt, and at the time it's supposed to do it. You do self-supplication, self-prayer to the Almighty Allah.
By being a brother's keeper, by making sure that religion does not be a barrier in the relationship between Nigerians, you know, by also making sure that anything we do, we have God at heart. Once we do that, there will not be any hindrances whatsoever. We are all Nigerians. We are all human beings. So religion should not be a stumbling block into where we address ourselves. By so doing, Nigeria will be a better country.
The month of Ramadan has come and gone, but the lessons learned should abide with everyone. Abiola Ismail, MITV News.
The Women Rise and Kudirat Initiative for Democracy have demanded that late Kudirat Abiola must be immortalized by name.